Hello everyone, and welcome back to WolfQuest. And we are here with maybe you guys don't pop out of the grass just yet, but we are here with the Beaver Creek pack, where unfortunately, right after Willow recovered, Beaver got sick. So right now he's doing okay. He's at 74%. The pups are getting a little hungry, and depending on how things are going, oof. Yeah, I think I need to take a brief sweep over this way. And that's not ideal either. Alright, I think I need to do some brief territory marking and maybe get some food if we can. I don't know if Solstice will stay with the pups or not. He doesn't usually like to, but I think we better hurry, and that's just a hair, I think. Better hurry off and do that before things get too. Oh, there's Beaver here. All right, let's see if we can. Oh, there it goes. It's running for the water over here. Let's see if we can get it. We didn't exactly surprise it, but we might still have a chance. Oh, especially if it turns on Cricket like that. Okay, I'm gonna take this time to let some of her stamina regen, and then when Solstice gets kicked off, yeah, there we go. Time for teamwork. That definitely helps when you can get an attack right after you get kicked off and prevent it from running too far. There we go. We can try that again, and we should be able to bring it down. All right, let's go ahead. We'll let these guys share it, and then we'll hurry off and try to mark some territory quickly before we have to come back. Well, I'm over here, and so far so good. I was concerned because the pattern of the marking made me think that there might be Prospect Peak wolves sneaking into our territory, like the pattern of where it was fading, but I think we're fine. The problem is then we didn't reinforce the stuff that probably needed it a little bit more, so that's not quite so good. We might have to try to circle around and do that soon too, but I don't know, you guys. I think it's gonna be more important to get back to Beaver and spend the night, and then that's just coyotes, okay? It's going to be important to get back and spend the night with Beaver so that his sickness hopefully gets a little bit better. But hopefully that doesn't cause the territory to decay too much come morning. Oh, there's beavers over here. I smell beavers over here, huh? Interesting. Is there another trail? Is there a trail that we didn't even see over here? Where is it coming from? It's on that side. There's actually several on this side. Okay. Let's sniff around over here and mark that territory and see if we can find some to bring back, maybe. Oh, it seems like they're right. Oh, this is the trail, just like straight up right here, and there are beavers creeping down it. So let's crouch and wait. Is this? Oh, it's well, I think this will still work because the wind is blowing in this direction. So as long as it doesn't change, hopefully we'll be all right. All right, here it comes. It's getting pretty close, so let's go ahead. We will hold shift to get ready, and when it gets a little bit closer, we'll jump it. So I didn't know there's a trail down here, actually. We've never seen this one, but it's a pretty decent trail, too. It goes quite far, so let's go ahead and we'll try to ambush it, and we got it before it even had the chance to run. 80 damage each time, so that's pretty good. If it attacks, oh good, Solstice pulled it right off of us, which is great. Let's wait for it to try to break free, and then we will go ahead and grab it, and we should be able to bring it down hopefully pretty easily here, because it does not much have health left, and there we go. So let's go ahead. How's Solstice's hunger? Everybody's pretty good, so let's actually try to bring this back for the Solstice. Let's try to bring this back for the pups and give them something to eat. Oh, huh. There's a beaver dam here, too. I didn't even notice this. And is that a lodge on the side? Yeah. Okay, so there's a whole beaver area over here, too, that I didn't even know was a thing. Is this another trail? It looks like it. That's a fox, but yeah, this is another trail. Wow, and there's another one. Oh, my goodness. This is Beaver Central. We should have settled down around here. Gosh. Wow. I wonder, if we look at the map, can we see the rendezvous sites? There's not really any right here. I was going to say, I guess there's some over this way. I was going to say, this would really be a great place for beavers. All right, here we are. We are gone for a little bit longer than I was hoping we would. But we're finally back. The affinity is not too low, but hopefully we didn't have to spend, like, hopefully that wasn't too bad for poor Beaver is my biggest concern. And here he is, speaking of, Let's go ahead. We'll let everybody eat. Thankfully, with 3 pups, it's not too hard to keep them fed. But I'm definitely concerned about Beaver's condition. It's not ideal to have him sick. And I think if we look at our perks, we do have youthful prowess, so that's a good one. But that should help. Hopefully, it's still not a guarantee though. But it does help pups recover more quickly, and hopefully that will be enough. Now, once these guys have all eaten, we'll go ahead, we'll woof them back in the grass, and then we will let Cricket and Solstice finish off the remainder of the food here. Let's go ahead, we'll woof. Is there going to be anything showing up? It doesn't look like right now. So let's go feed this to Solstice, and then we will sleep until dawn, and see where things stand then. Alright, Dawn is here. How is Beaver doing? He's at 19.9 pounds, so he's pretty close to actually being at the 20 pounds where these guys will be okay and be considered safe. But he is at 55% health, so let's leave these guys hidden in the grass for now, and then we'll just pop over the hills, see if we can happen to find a beaver, because we're gonna need to worry about our territory pretty soon here. So let's just make sure that the pups are pretty well fed. Yeah, they're in the 80s, so it would be good to give them a little bit more food again if we can. Let's just see if there is a beaver over here. There might be. On this trail. The wind, oh, we're in the bad wind direction, but you know what? There is one. Let's just rush him. These ones are not too hard to catch if we can get help. Yeah, Solstice is jumping right in there. And once it's broken free, let's go ahead and... Oh, almost missed. No, let me bite. There we go. There we go. We both got it. And once it's broken free again, we'll have to try and keep at it. But between the 2 of them, it's probably all right. It's not super hard. I see coyotes lurking too. So we want to be kind of cautious of that because they might go for the puppies if we are not careful. But let's go ahead and we'll bring this back for the babies and see. I'm a little worried that those coyotes are going to try and launch an attack, but we'll just keep an eye on it. We know where they are if they do. So let's feed these guys, make sure they're topped off before we have to go mark territory. We also want to top them off on affinity, and we'll see how things go. Here we are. Let's bring them back some food. They'll probably pop out of the grass here. Now we do gotta watch and see if those coyotes show up. I'm gonna kind of keep an eye on the distance there and just see if they decide to start coming back this way. It's gonna be kind of hard to see because of the hill. Okay, it looks like everybody's kind of coming out of the grass on their own, so I don't have to worry too much, I don't think. Oh, hey! That was actually all that it took. Okay, so we got the Survival of the Pack challenging. We finished on challenging with at least 2 pups. And we got Family Legacy because Cricket is, of course, the daughter of Aden, who was one of our original ones. I'm going to quickly read through this to stop the spinning. So you've kept your pups alive and growing at the rendezvous site. You've now completed the Slough Creek episode. Congratulations. If you like, you can keep playing an endless summer. We're not going to do that. This is where we wrap up our stories until Tower Fall comes out. But that won't be for a while. And we've got a family snapshot, and now the spinning can stop. So now it is endless summer. We're not going to be playing with this though, because this is where we end off our stories for now. Once Towerfall comes out, that'll be a little bit different, but we don't know when that'll be just yet. So, but we can hang out here if we want. But for now, what we're actually going to do is we'll go back to the main menu and take a look at the pups and see what they look like aged up as well. Now, just a friendly reminder too, of the Wayfinders pack, Cricket was not the one chosen as the heir. The heir is actually Crow, and so even though Cricket played through the story, her pups are not going to be the ones to actually continue on the legacy. That doesn't mean we'll not necessarily never see them again. If an appropriate story pops up, we might, just the way that it seemed appropriate to have Cricket have her own story here. Her stats made her an ideal beaver hunter, so with something like that, if that pops up, there's a chance we'll see her pups again. But at some point in the future, in fact, when Towerfall comes out, will be when we get to see Crow's story, and he will be the one who officially carries on the title of the Wayfinders pack. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and jump back to the main menu and see what the puppies look like, see their stats, and see them all grown up. Alright, here we are. So we're here at the Beaver Creek pack. Of course, we have Cricket. She is age 3 at the time of this. Her stamina and strength are neutral, her speed is -1, her health is +1, and Solstice has no modifier to stamina, +2 strength, -2 speed, and 0 health. So these are our parents. This will probably be the only litter that they have, but I'm not going to say for sure. This is the only one we know of at the moment. If there is another good chance, then perhaps we'll see him again in the future. Good night. I don't know what's up about that. Well, somebody's doing something outside. But yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at the puppies here. Let's see. So first off, we have Aspen. So Aspen has -1 stamina, +2 strength, so quite strong, quite like his father. -2 speed, also like his father, but +1 health, which I think, yeah. So Cricket had the health boost. Neither of them had a stamina minus, so that was just kind of the extra stat he took, but he did get quite a lot of strength, so he's a pretty bulky wolf. He's quite strong, and he can last pretty well in a fight, it seems like. He could be quite the fighter, but he's not all that fast, and he can't run for all that long. Now, of course, too, we also have Beaver, who is our runt, so Beaver's going to have much lower stats. In fact, he has very low stamina. That's the one that took the hardest hit. He also has lowered strength and lowered speed, but his health is neutral, so he's not a super weak wolf in terms of health, but his other stats are a little bit more penalized. And finally, lastly, we have Willow, who has -2 speed and +2 health, so she actually got quite the health boost. That's a little surprising. I guess Cricket had a little bit of a +1, but she got even more than that, it seems like. But yeah, so these are our 3 puppies. Now I'm going to go ahead and age them up to adults, and we will take a look at them and see what they look like. Again, we're not going to be voting for a proper heir or not. That's kind of not how we run the Wayfinders pack and offshoots, but there is a chance you might see some of these guys again in stories in the future, provided that the opportunity arises and they seem like they'd be a good candidate for it. So let's see what they look like as adults. All right, first off, here we have Aspen. So Aspen is the 2M member of the pack, and he's quite pretty. He looks a lot like Kaya, actually. Kaya is one of the older members of the pack, the lineage. She was the founding mother of the second pack that we did. So she was a few generations back, but those genes have carried through. He's got some very, very pretty darker eyes here, and he also did get a radio collar, I see. Now let's listen to his howls. Very, very nice first howl, and then a secondary one. Similar to the primary, both very nice sounding howls. Now again, we don't really see customizations here, except for the radio collar has the chance of appearing. Other than that, none of the modifiers really get changed. And of course, we look at Aspen's stats. He's got that +2 strength, +1 health, -1 stamina, -2 speed. So that is Aspen. Very very pretty wolf. He grew up to be, he's a very big boy too. Look at how big he is because of all that strength. But yeah, grew up to be quite a handsome lad. And next up we have Beaver, who, he actually has a scar, I think. Is this, actually this might even more be the, even more like Kaya, I think. I think that might be this variants of the same coat, but with different lightness. Oh, and genetic coat color gray, I think Aspen was as well, but you can see that. I didn't actually cover it. You'll be able to see it in the video though. But yeah, I think that might be the exact same coat that Kaya had, because right down to the scar, if I remember correctly, she had a very similar one. But yeah, he's it suits him. I think poor little guy. I could see him getting into a scrap or two and getting himself a scar. But he did indeed make it. He's got some pretty lighter colored eyes too. They're almost kind of greeny a little bit, kind of greeny gold. Very, very pretty. And let's listen to his howls as well. He's got a bit of a higher pitched one, and then for his secondary. He's got some range. He's got some variation in his howls. Again, we won't see anything here, but he did not get the radio collar. And then for his stats, that minus strength, minus stamina, and minus speed, he's a runt. So instead of, instead he gets a minus 4 overall to his stats. So he would be a bit more of a challenging wolf to play as, but he would potentially be an interesting one. Again, we'll have to see if any of these wolves end up having stories in the future. We'll have to see how things go. And then lastly, we have Willow. She and Beaver both survived being sick, and actually her genetic coat color is gray despite her having a very dark overall coat. This one can go either way. She got those dark chocolatey kind of colored eyes though, much like I think it was Aspen who had them, and Beaver had lighter ones. Let's go ahead and listen to her howls too. Bit of a deeper one there, and then her secondary. Both of them kind of similar in range once again. Both very nice howls though. Again, nothing here. She did not get a radio collar, but as for her stats, she has that minus 2 speed, plus 2 health, so she's a very healthful wolf. She's got a lot to the health stat. She wouldn't be easy to take down in a fight. But yeah, so that is the 3 puppies from the Beaver Creek pack. They have, they all survived. They only had 3 to begin with. They all made it. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed that. We kind of covered a lot of updates with this, but that's fun. That's what the Wayfinders pack is here to do. And it was quite a fun story along the line. So we'll see if we see any of these guys again in the future. But for now, we must bid them farewell, as this is the end of at least the beginning of the story of the Beaver Creek pack. We shall see what the future holds. But for now, we're going to go ahead and end off here for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.